It appears that an enormous percentage, maybe as many as a third of the country, have been adversely affected by it. We don't know how many people are dead yet. We did, at last count, we had pulled 10 survivors out of our United Nations headquarters, which, as you know, was in a 5-story hotel that completely collapsed. We know there are fatalities. We don't know how many. And that's the same for people throughout the island. We still have lots and lots of people with missing family members. And we just have to keep hoping that we'll have more rescue teams down there. The United States sent more today. China sent one. Russia's sending a big helicopter or two tomorrow. People from all over the world are trying to help, but it's a devastating problem. Last night, the streets of Port-Au-Prince were littered with wounded people sleeping and the bodies of those who had perished. And we're going to have, I think, another 3 or 4 really hard days of just clearing through the rubble to find the living and those who have died. What I'm hoping is that when they clear the rubble away, they'll find that more people have survived these collapsing buildings than they think. We just don't know. But one of the things that we're worried about is that some people will die from exposure, from dehydration, from their injuries who could be saved, which is why getting these search and rescue teams in there is so important, and why, for all the good intentions people have, I think it's very important to realize that we are going through about a week here, maybe even 10 days to 2 weeks, where the critical needs are very simple: food, water, shelter, first aid supplies. And for that, the most important thing you can do is not to send those supplies, but to send cash, either to the Red Cross and Red Crescent. We've set up, my Special Envoy Office has set up a website, clintonfoundation.org/Haiti Earthquake, that we'll just, anybody that sends us money, we're just going to move it into those supplies quickly. Meanwhile, we have a UN office that's been devastated, but we're reconstituting it. Mr. Anabi's predecessor is going back down there, and we are going to try to maximize our effectiveness. The United States has been great. The President, Secretary of State, the Defense Department, USAID. We're going to try to get all this organized as quickly as we can and move. But everybody needs to understand this was a devastating thing. We don't even have good cell phone coverage with everyone down there now. We're doing our best to get the communications and the logistics set up. But I think you will see an awful lot of progress in just a couple of days. But I'm grateful for everyone who wants to help. But right now, we have to save as many lives as possible, and that means more than anything else, we need water, food, first aid supplies, and shelter. We think we found the shelter, and we just got to equip it now.